Yeah, I think the most inspiration definitely comes from Taylor Swift. I've been a Swiftie ever since I was little. And there was a period of time where I only listened to Taylor. I refused to listen to anything except for Taylor Swift and classical music. And that, like, why? That was in like grade 7 and grade 8.
Why classical?
Because, okay, wait, this is like, okay, the story's going to sound a little, okay, so I had really bad, I'm diagnosed with OCD, like really bad OCD. And one of the things that would happen when I was in grade 7 and grade 8, this is going to sound so ridiculous. I had really bad earworms, which is when you get songs stuck in your head. And they would be like really loud, like would not stop. And it would always be like what's on the radio. So like, for example, like Kesha, love Kesha, but like you can only hear "It's Going Down, I'm Yelling Timber" so many times.
Oh my gosh!
In your head, before you're like, oh my god, like I need to sleep. And so I would just like plug in my headphones, like crying, being like, I was enchanted to meet you, because it was the only thing that could like calm me down. So I only listened to Taylor Swift and classical music, and that's how I cured my insomnia from like having these earworms stuck in my head. Oh my
gosh. So it was like the antidote to the earworm was to listen to classical music.
And Taylor Swift. Yeah. Again, I mean, the woman is magic. She's curing everyone of earworms everywhere.
Can you do me a favor and tell me what your favorite Taylor Swift album is, and if that's like the universal number one that everyone, because I don't know.
Okay. So my favorite era, I have 3 answers. My favorite era in terms of like my favorite time to be a Taylor Swift fan, and when I was like the most invested in her world, was Speak Now, because it was so princess core. It was like enchanted and haunted and like, oh, it's just everything. I think her best album is Folklore, which won Album of the Year. Thank goodness. I think that's like her best, objectively best album. My personal favorite, though, in terms of what I think is her best writing, is The Tortured Poets Department, which is a very unpopular opinion. Most people don't like that one, but that one was written for the Swifties. That is like book 7 in a 10-book series. So if people haven't read books 1 to 6 and like the novellas, like the spin-off series, they're not going to know what's going on. That's why they don't like the writing. This was like for the fans, you know?
Yeah. If there's an album that you'd say, if someone who's like, maybe, you know, a young person who's like, who's Taylor Swift? Like, I've got to teach you Taylor Swift, what album are you telling them to listen to?
It depends on what their preferred genre is. Like, what do you like to listen to?
You asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say, like, you know, indie rock. I'm an indie rock guy, let's say, which is probably not going to be helpful. Or like folky kind of stuff. Like,
in that case, Folklore and Evermore. I would start there.
Yeah.
Yes. The Twin Sister albums.
Twin Sister albums.
Yes.
Thank you for people who are listening who are Taylor Swift fans are going to be like, Russ, stop asking these questions. Like,
no, it's okay.
No,
I love it. I will take any opportunity to talk about Taylor Swift.
Have you seen her live?
No. Isn't that the saddest thing you've ever heard?
Yeah, it's like, and it's so expensive. Like, I don't know.
No, it's too expensive, and then I just never got to. So,
well,
yeah.